just update it manually while we're here talking. But Loyola off to a hot start in that game, and all of a sudden it became all about the Beavers as they figured something out. And I always like watching a game when a team figures something out. And, you know, when you go to now the second half of this game, it's up to Loyola to figure it out. And because I believe Oregon State's going to go right back to the well here on this strategy. And that is, if Krutwig beats us, he beats us. But nobody else is going to score a point. And that is basically what has happened here. So what exactly are you seeing? Is this what you're seeing? Because it looked like Oregon State was dead. It looked like they were dead. They could not move. It was 6 points in the first 5 minutes of this game.
Yeah, you know, it just shows you how volatile that Loyola Chicago team can be. You know, their defense is going to play well, but if they don't get success with Krutwig down low and they have an off shooting night, it can be ugly. And that's exactly what we saw towards the end of the second half. You know, they were taking away Krutwig enough to force them to shoot from the perimeter, and they just could not get any shots to fall, even if they were open or covered. You know, 1 of 9 from 3-point range is not going to cut it. So I think Oregon State, Coach Tinkle, I think definitely found something, and he's going to hit on it hard the rest of the game. Could see. I think Oregon State has a great shot at winning this game.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think that I took Oregon State to begin with. I was a little nervous before the game because I heard a lot of people talking Oregon State, and to me, money line even, and to me that is always a little bit on the disturbing side, but so far so good. It's I'm just trying to change the thumbnail. I can't get the right thumbnail up for this show. I just put up the one for the morning show, so I'm going to try this again. There we go. But while I'm getting the odds up for the second half of this game, so what I'm looking at here is Oregon Staters plus 5.5, plus 240 on the money line, and the total 65.5. Under for me on that one. How about you, Ron?
I don't know. I think I might lean to the over in that total. And obviously we saw, one of the lowest scoring half in March Madness history, but it seemed like it was opening up a bit towards the end, especially on the Oregon State side. I just think we might get just over that total. I think a lot of people are going to think because of that first half that the under might be the play, but I definitely like the Oregon State offense. I liked how it was moving it inside, kicking it out. If it had some open shots, they were starting to get some shots to fall from the perimeter. I would just lean to the over, but I also do like Oregon State getting those 5.5. Wouldn't be surprised to see them win the second half outright, but I think you're getting 5.5. I think that's good value there.
Yeah, I don't think Oregon State winning easily is something that I see happening here. I think this is going to be a war this second half, to be honest. I saw one of the comments, Oregon State easy. Maybe that's what you think or whatever, but I do not see it the same way. I have Oregon State in this game. I'm with you guys. But there's nothing that's come easy in this game. I haven't seen one easy thing. I mean, the guy goes over to the sideline to grab a glass of Gatorade. It's difficult. It's like they are smothering from start to finish. The 5.5 here with Oregon State is a little on the attractive side because I could see Loyola, if they can come out this first 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes of the second half and continue to suffocate them, Loyola's going to have to continue to take these bad shots. And it's these bad shots that have been the difference. And as you guys can see, I was not even ready to come on air. I'm working on our thumbnails, for our YouTube, because like I said on this morning's live show, I'm really trying to ramp things up here for our YouTube and make it a little bit more professional, in an unprofessional way, in our way. But anyways, I appreciate everyone joining us. Ron, what do you think is the best? Is the way to go here? So you're thinking the over and there's jackhammering outside my house. Nothing. Don't worry. Don't mind the jackhammers and sawing of the concrete. Pay no attention. So we saw a total of how many points here? 24-16.
You say 61.5? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 65.5.
Oh, 65.5. Yeah, to me that seems like it's trying to draw you in to take that under.
But 24-16 is 40. This is 25 and a half more points in the second half.
Yeah.
Neither of these teams look ready to push.
Yeah, I don't know. We definitely saw the game open up towards the end of the half because, in the beginning it was 6-1 for the longest time. But I think once Oregon State got their feet going, I don't know. It just looks like their offense might turn it up, and I definitely think you're going to see some more fight from Loyola Chicago. That's for sure. They're going to have some punches to throw.
So if anyone wants to ever see how you get thrown off our channel, okay, here's exactly how it happens. See, I gave out Oregon State in the pick, okay, as a premium pick today, okay. I never said one thing that they weren't going to win money line or not. But here's the I told you so, okay? Okay, if you ever say call me out, okay, you can disagree with me before the game. You could take the other side. You could say, man, I'm glad I cashed on the Beavers, anything like that. But if you're calling me out personally, you're gone. I do not care who you are. I do not care. You're not welcome here. I don't do it to you. And I don't come back after the game and say, oh, yeah, you're straight garbage with your, we win and lose. We're here. We're not betting against each other. We're here to beat the book. And that is our community. And the day that stops is the day I'm out of here. So pretty pathetic comment there. Absolutely. But anyways, Oregon minus two and a half at DraftKings. Well, I would check a different book. I would guess that the 2.5 that you're looking at is an in-game.
Yeah, full game.
Is an in-game bet, and we're talking about halftime betting. So two different animals. Usually in-game betting, you're going to pay a little bit more juice than the halftime bets, and that's why I generally go to the halftime bets on these shows when I do halftime shows. I don't do a ton of college basketball halftime. It's difficult, but today's a little different. They staggered the games in just a way that I can do them. And, I will continue to do them. Yeah, I can seriously imagine Loyola adjusting in the second half, to be honest with you. You do not get to the Sweet 16 if you can't adjust. And it's not like Loyola was like some story that came out of, they weren't like last time where they kind of came out of nowhere. This is a team that was strong all season, number one in the nation in defense. Look at the teams that are people, they're sick of hearing me say defense, Mitch, you talk too much, and right? But you look at the teams that are left in this tournament and the teams that have made the biggest impression in the tournament, even the Abilene Christians and the North Texases of the world, and see where they rank on defense nationally. It's all the top-ranked defensive teams in the nation, except for Oregon State is not, right? But most of the other ones are top 50 or better that are left in this tournament. And it's just the way that is. And Arkansas is not, but Oral Roberts, they're even worse, right? They're the worst defense left. It's kind of like they're the run and shoot football offense that's left in this thing. So, yeah, I'm struggling a little with this halftime. I always think that it's easier. Halftime betting is always easier for me when the team that I know is going to win the game outright is losing at halftime. And that's why in NFL, it's like we pick the ones where the team that we know is going to win is losing at halftime or has just taken a very small lead at halftime, like a field goal lead at halftime. But this they kind of put the hammer down early, Oregon State. Yeah. So you almost have to try and go the other way. And it's like it's tough betting against something that you've bet now twice. And now you got to all of a sudden reverse gears. It takes maybe a more disciplined better than me, to do that. I know I'm not as disciplined as a lot of the other pros out there. I'm not. I know that, and I never claimed to be, that these other guys, X amount of units and they have this magical formula, whatever. It's like, give me 3 dimes on the Beavers, whatever, right? It's like, and this is what I do. I'm not going to apologize for it. And it's worked for me. I'm not saying it works for everyone. People ask me about money management styles all the time. And I think you manage your bankroll in the way that you see fit. Most people say, these are my standard unit bets. And, on the ones I like more, I bet a few more units. And the ones I like a little less, I bet a unit. And ones that I just want to have action on, that's usually where most of us go awry. in these bets, right? So coming up, we have Villanova. Baylor is the next game on tap. I have a premium on that one that's out there. How about you? You have a premium, or you just...
Yep.
Yeah, so we both have premiums on the side or total?
Side. I think we have the same pick.
All right, so we have the same pick on the side. What about this total? So everyone on the show picked the over. I was on the under for this one, only because everyone else was on the over. And hopefully you guys took our Buffalo Sabres plus a goal and a half that we just, the lucky penny, Brian, Ron, and the Magic 8 Ball, all against Rod.
Grandma.
All against Rod on that one. We all cashed on our plus goal and a half bet.
So, just barely, but that's all you need. It was a layup.
I didn't block you, this guy. I didn't block you. I just talked a big game. All talk, no action.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason why I like that over in that Baylor game is just because how bad Villanova struggles against that 3-point shot. And we know Villanova is known for rinse and repeat when it comes to 3-point shooting. But this Baylor team, man, if they get hot beyond the arc, it can get ugly quick. So I just think that we could see a 3-point shootout between these two teams, and I think that total's just a little too low for my liking.
So here it says you blew the Colorado State game. All right, I've been giving out picks for 15 years on the internet. For 15 years. Why stop at the Colorado State game? We got 15 years worth of losers. At one point I did about 15,000 free picks a year. I hit maybe 58, 59%, 60%, 56% sometimes. So we got plenty. We could go over. I mean, we could spend actually probably 3 weeks straight of a live show. Like we could do a marathon just reading games that I've lost. I can tell you that much. So, I do not win every game. I certainly wish I did. The NIT, I have to say, is really one of my worst. This is the worst tournament I think I've ever had in my whole life of any kind. It's like,
you don't have to tell me twice.
I mean, next year when they go back to a normal field, it's gonna definitely leave a mark.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, this was a rough one.
So, junk viewer, new to betting, if you're new to betting and your state is new betting, make sure you check out our betting odds pages. You can see all the odds at all the different books at your state, and then you can also do it with our parlay calculator, and then you can get the best odds on your parlay or the best odds on your bets, and all you have to do is click right there, and you'll get a sign-up offer and all kinds of stuff. So if you're in a state or you're new to betting or you're in a state that's betting, go to our betting odds page. It's like you can't miss. I don't hype it too much. I know a lot of guys, it's like, the thing. We do get a payment if you sign up through our site. We do benefit off of that. So I will say that. But that's why everybody else, they won't tell you that. They just trying to suck you in. Bonus. I have the same bonus, if not better, than any of those other guys. So if that's your thing, whatever. But that's part of the new design, is making those bonuses a lot more easier for you guys to find. Damn right, Buffalo cashed. We held our guns. We really dug our heels into the sand on that one, too. I was not going to let Rod Zawacki push me around in that Gonzaga hat. That wasn't going to happen. Not with that Gonzaga hat on. Sabres, baby. Hot diggity dog.
Had it all the way.
Plus money on the puck line.
Yeah.
Plus money on the puck line. But anyways, back to this game. Let's see if we have any line movement here. I'm gonna guess there's going to be some Loyola money coming in here for the second half. Some chasers. So we got plus 5.5 here for Oregon State. The money line plus 240. It has not really moved that much. The line that has just come out though, La Tech, Mississippi State. La Tech -3 at the half. Anything? Or just take your beating like a man.
Take my beating like a man,
I'm
woman,
with you.
anything.
I'm on La Tech also. I'm going to take my beating like a man. You know what I'm going to say? I'm not going to even put a pick out for the NIT final. I don't care. So I'm going to give out maybe a free pick on the show. I'll do a free pick video, and I'm just going to say I don't care. I hate the NIT.
Memphis and Mississippi State, have fun.
Have fun. Enjoy yourselves.
Two horrible teams. Nah, I like Memphis. Mississippi State, they're just shooting lights out from 3, which is unlike them, but good for them, I guess.
So I'm sitting here. So here's the thing that I'm at though. I'm sitting here with Oregon State plus a lot of points here. Anything I can do? Is there anything that you think I should do here? Like, because I'm just sitting here. I'm plus. We're winning the game by. I don't know how many I'm getting, but I'm getting a ton. I got the good spread. I got like the 7.5 or whatever it was. I got the good one, right? Because this is one of my circles. So I had the 7.5. I'm up by 8. So I'm up by 15.5 points. So here's the saying that my wife always gets mad at me when I say this. Even a horse's ass can cover up 15.5. And I say it usually with like a minute left to go in the game. It's like, but it's like, but then I make her sit through some painful endings of games. Like we watched the entire Alabama-Kentucky football game from start to finish. Because I was like, even a horse's ass can cover from up by 70. Well, Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm with you on the under here. I got the under 125. So we're both have different plays, but we're both sitting pretty. I would just leave it as it is personally. But I do think Loyola-Chicago is going to win the second half. I just worry about laying that 5.5. I don't know. I think that you could see them come out hot, maybe tie the game up, but then towards the end, Oregon State, covers that 5.5. I just think Loyola-Chicago wins this half by like 4 or 5 points. I just wouldn't want to lay the 5.5 with a team that only scored 16 in the first half.
Hey, you did not have to do that. He gave us a super chat for $15 because of the snide comment.
Wow.
You did not have to. I was totally screwing with it. And believe me, if I wanted you gone, I would have. You ask everybody else that's already blocked. It's like I'm usually quick on it. It's like I don't like it when people call me out personally on that. I just think that you could say, Oregon State money line gonna take it home. Something like that, because the game's not even over. I mean, if Loyola-Chicago comes back and wins this game, I'm not shocked because I could see this team coming out, shutting them down and scoring the next 9 or 10 points.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely a scenario here. So I wouldn't count my money. It's March Madness, and this is a team that, I mean, the thing here's the other side of it, though. We saw them against Drake in a similar situation where they kind of did not play their best basketball in the first half. And then the second half, it was kind of like they needed more than a couple bounces to go their way to win. And it's like when that happened, it was over, right? It's just they couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
So what's going on? I see something is blocking something. Oh, it's this is blocking that. There we go. It's like, man, that looks weird. It's like looked all trippy, as they said in my day. Yo, dude, that looks trippy. It's like, so anyways, is the game back on?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
All right. So thanks everyone for joining us. Ron, you coming back for the next game, or just sit for you?
I'll have to see.
All right. Well, we'll see. I'll be back. Baylor Villanova halftime. I'll be back in, I don't know, it's going to be a few hours at least at this point. I'm going to go eat some oatmeal. It's 10:05 here in Maui. So aloha to everyone. It's a beautiful day here, man. Chamber of Commerce. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We always appreciate it, and you guys are the bomb. Halftime. Rod Zawacki. We won one. That's right, baby.
Woo.
I'm wearing my Sabres hat. I'm gonna make one.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one.
I'm gonna get a Sabres logo printed off the internet and make a crown and wear it. That's what I'm gonna do. Sabres time, baby.
And they still lost.
I gotta say one thing though. In crunch time in third period, the Sabres kind of play better without a goalie. Like he was right about the goalie being bad because they were kind of better without the goalie. They gave up 3 goals with the goalie, 0 goals without the goalie.
And they actually had a penalty. The Bruins had a power play with 2 minutes or about a minute left.
Yeah, so
didn't stop us.
No goalie, no problem. Thanks everyone for joining us. I love doing these halftimes. I miss doing them since football. We'll see you guys later.